Hello, everybody. Whoa, look at this. Mr. Nags has a background, and so does Tang. I'm the only one that doesn't. But yes, I can do that. But that's going to be an OBS setting, because my camera is actually the OBS camera, and you guys are the Discord camera. I would do that if it was NDI, but right now, Discord chat doesn't support NDI unless I need to update it, like, once in a while, and just do it that way. But, I'm not sure if they have, like, NDI integration just yet. A non-Dickin-cater. Morning, everybody. Welcome to Sleepy Bear Games Bears and Chairs podcast, edition February 9th. Got ourselves a nice little show prepared for you all. Just hope y'all can enjoy as we get here. Get to sit my... No dicks inside.
All the dicks out there that like. Well, maybe we should yell you for Richard.
All I'm saying.
No.
Know what I'm saying.
Here's my hand. It's gone. It's gone again.
Backgrounds. Thanks, Discord. I feel like there should be more, though.
Some more Discord, some more background, some more everything.
There's only like... Wait, I can do a custom background?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, pretty easily.
Custom.
Damn near killed him. Alright, now I need to find something funny. I got this.
Yeah, because this looks like you got an Overwatch background right back there. At least that's what I'm looking at. Ow. That was my elbow.
I'll be right back. I gotta turn the TV off and flip a light on just in case they decide to swing.
Now, what is your background, Tang? Because it looks like
Cyber
bad
McFuxing.
signal.
Cyber McFuxing.
Nice. Yes, so today on February 9th, there is a Nintendo Direct. And this is the big speculation we got going on since they just announced it, what, yesterday?
Yeah, it was like a day or two ago that it happened.
Yeah, they don't give you a lot of notice on those, do they? It's like, oh, new Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Wait, what? Don't you give like 4 or 5 days notice on this? So you can at least like plan some shit? Be there in front of your computer and all that stuff to check out Breath of the Wild 2 not getting announced?
It better get announced.
I feel like the hype surrounding it is just Breath of the Wild 2 is like your big like wild card free space on the bingo, but I'm not sure because they've been pretty mum on it. And then they even say, oh, these are games that are releasing in the first part of 2022, and I'm just like, I don't think Breath of the Wild falls under that category. It just might be like a small graphic that says, Breath of the Wild 2 is in development, don't worry, we got this, just hold your damn horses, cause COVID.
They already did that, though.
Yeah, I don't really think that's like...
Balls to the wild.
it wouldn't let me save the image I wanted to use.
Ray's already talking about the first topic. Jeremy's like, where do I find a picture of Sephiroth's ball sack? Hey,
quick, chew through my ball sack.
Look at this hairy background.
Here you go. I'm in somewhere.
Nothing looks different.
I know, I didn't change it.
Okay.
It wouldn't let me change it, so I didn't change it.
Okay.
Well, wasn't that a bucket of balls?
Good old balls.
Big giant bucket of balls. In my heart coffee cup.
So obviously with Nintendo Directs, it's all first party stuff. So they really like announcing release dates for anything coming out in like the next 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, I don't think they shoot too far ahead.
They do not. They don't shoot their wad at all.
So possibilities for release dates: the Advance Wars collection. If you ever played Advance Wars on Game Boy.
Ooh, that could be a really good one to go.
I recall it.
It was pretty fun.
I don't think I ever played it.
Little top-down strategy game, turn-based, but it's like tanks and airplanes and stuff. But cute tanks and airplanes because it's Nintendo.
You.
Good morning, Drix. How you doing?
How are you doing on this fine day?
Very good, very good. Now, Advance Wars is always a series I wanted to get into, and I feel like Advance Wars Collection on Switch would be a good opportunity for new players to actually jump in on it that missed it in the early 2000s. I mean, Game Boy Advance, my god, that was such a freaking amazing system for RPGs, or strategy games as well. It just was low-key like a machine.
Well, they don't take a lot of system resources to make those types of games, so they were perfect for handheld.
It was awesome, especially when they released the SP version of it, and then you could actually get a backlight on a Game Boy, which a backlight on a Game Boy was so game-changing. Even though the Game Gear did it many years prior to that, it doesn't count because they sucked up so many batteries. This was the Game Boy Advance SP, and it allowed you to actually have a lithium-ion rechargeable battery inside of it, so that was...
Yeah, mine had the extended battery pack with 72 hours.
Instead of what, like 6?
Yeah.
If you're lucky. For 8 batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the AC adapter. I barely ever took it on the go, so it's just like...
I always played it in history class whenever we had some downtime. Teacher was pretty lax on, bringing in quote-unquote toys to school. So he was just like, hey, you can play. I mean, we're not really doing anything right now. I'm like, okay. So I just got my stuff done and just put it on mute. And just
okay.
You took your Game Boy to school?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. Freaking Game Boy Advance? Hell yeah. Did you not bring your CD player or anything like that to school? Listen to it on the bus?
No. Wait, well, so am I gonna walk to school wearing a shirt that says I'm a huge nerd? No, I didn't bring shit to school. I brought my fucking books. I went to school. Hell, junior year, half the time I didn't stay in school. I went to first period, and then I go out the side door to my car and leave.
There you go.
I did that 80 times that year.
I never had gotten a Game Boy Advance.
Well, he was supposed to get a Game Boy Advance one Christmas, but his dad smoked it. It's some advanced shit.
That'd be the villager. Oh my god.
FF1 Dawn of Souls.
Yeah, I'm just reminiscing about Game Boy Advance now. This is great.
I had Tactics Advance. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance was my Game Boy game of choice.
All 300 jobs I got done and unlocked the secret ending to it, or the true ending to it.
I would take it on vacation and stuff. Play it on airplanes.
My brother had it. I think I tried to play Tactics Advance and...
You got to the snowball fight tutorial and you're like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, I was like...
Snowball fight tutorial is such bullshit.
I'll leave it to Square to have a dumb tutorial on games.
Right. I think it took me 3 attempts starting that game to get past that part and be like, oh, it's good.
Yeah, that was the same with me. I was like, once I got past that, I was like, oh, I'm good. This is great.
Aside from Tactics was probably no, I had Golden Sun, and then I got my sister into Golden Sun.
And then Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
I didn't have that.
That wasn't until later in his life, though, right?
Everything else on my GBA was Metroidvania. Right.
They had like 2 Castlevania games like on that one, didn't they?
Aria of Sorrow, Soma Cruz.
They had 3.
3.
Mm-hmm. Harmony of Dissonance, Aria of Sorrow, and what the hell was the other one? Children of something or some shit.
Children of Blood.
Harmony of Dissonance was my jam. Harmony of Dissonance is actually canonically the Belmont in that is Juice Belmont, and he is canonically Circle the Moon. That's right. That's the one with the kids. Thank you, Ready Player Drix. Harmony of Dissonance with Juice was the first canon Belmont to be able to use magic. Because it was down the line from Trevor, who banged magic chick.
Why can't I think of her name?
Same thing. I'm like, why can't I think of her name? I should know her name.
I should. She was a major character in the cartoon.
She's in 2 games. Major character in the cartoon. Yeah. She's just play.
It's right there. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I want to say Noelle. No.
Nope.
But
it'll come to me later.
Order. There was one called
Order of Ecclesia.
Order of Ecclesia is it? But I don't think her name was actually Ecclesia. It wasn't Ecclesia, was it?
No. Order of Ecclesia is a game.
Yeah. Sharnoa.
Sypha.
FIFA.
And that was before I looked it up. I was just about to. You can't see it. As soon as you said something with an S, I was like, Sypha.
Yeah, Sypha. Belnades. That's right. That's the Belnades clan. That brings the magic into... It brings the magic to the Belmont sperm.
And you didn't even know she was a chick until you got to the end of Castlevania 3.
Yeah, they pulled the old Metroid on you.
Mm-hmm.
She was always a chick. All right? You just don't know till the end because the graphics were shit.
Mm-hmm.
Chain of Memories? Yeah, you can talk to our buddy Max about Chain of Memories.
That one was... that one. That's what it was.
The one with the stuff?
That one, yes. That one that they just blew through in the intro to Kingdom Hearts 2, yes.
I got through that. I got through some of that game.
Wasn't it like a card battler?
Yeah, so you had to like match the cards up to do attacks, and then something else I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't bad for a Game Boy Advance game.
It was basically them recreating Kingdom Hearts 1 for Game Boy Advance. So you had to like do like card stuff as you're going through Castle Oblivion and fighting. That's when they first introduced Organization 13 and Axel and all of them.
Yeah, that was the only thing it was good for. Story. They started us early. Oh, you want to know what happens in this game? Well, you got to get this one too.
Or just watch the intro to Kingdom Hearts 2 just to get a general idea of watching Sora just go through the castle really fast and then fighting the one dude with the scythe.
I mean, the more GBA ports we get for Nintendo Switch, the better it is.
Yeah,
so
I'm not too mad about that.
Collection, that would be amazing for today.
I think Castlevania Collection's already out. Not that long ago.
Konami actually put it out.
A lot of the GBA stuff did make its way to the Wii U already.
It did. I never bought Golden. Didn't Golden Sun make it?
Mm-hmm. The Wii U still like the best retro game console. They put so much of it on.
A remake of Zero Mission, but isn't Zero Mission itself a remake? So a remake of a remake, yes.
If it's good, then have a remake. Why not?
Yeah. Would you put that on the list of Metroid games I need to play next?
I've never played it, but yeah, if you're such a Metroid fan,
Well, the remake of Zero Mission is done by the same people who did Dread.
then yes, I would.
It's kind of like
Yes.
the prototype to Dread. So, yes, times 2.
Yes. Yes. Find one.
Yes, yes. Find one.
I was trying to make my background emotional damage. I couldn't find it.
Emotional damage.
Because that's what Ray gives
Nope.
me.
Still looks like Overwatch. It's high noon.
I said I couldn't find one. So yes, it is still Overwatch. Pay attention.
I'm paying attention.
God.
O-dub.
All right, back.
O-dub.
Drix, you noticed the music that we're using? Yes. Good old SNES and chill.
So back to the
Ding,
direct.
ding, dong. So you probably get some teases. I think you might get some confirmations of things still happening with like Breath of the Wild. You might see something about another Xenoblade Chronicles game. Obviously, in some way, shape, or form, Mario is going to get featured somewhere.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll finally get a hint at what's coming after Odyssey. It's been a while.
maybe a Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, Mario Kart's been a while.
Because 8 came out. 8 technically came out on the Wii U.
Like 8 years ago, yes.
Yeah.
It's been 8 years since the new Mario Kart.
Yeah, Winter Olympics are going on, so you never know if they'll be like.
There might be another Mario Winter Olympics game with Sonic or something.
I think they split those guys up. I don't think it's no longer going to be Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I think it'll just be Mario at the Olympic Games.
It's gonna be
Last I checked.
It's gonna be Mario and Rock Lee. Lee, where your sled at? Yeah. What's another big one? Fire Emblem.
Metroid Prime 4. We're talking about Metroid. I mean, that could finally come out of the woodwork.
No, they'll save that for a summer direct.
Yeah, I think they would save that one, especially since
I don't know. We're at peak Metroid right now since Dread came out and everyone fucking loves it. It's just like,
peak
all right.
Metroid was Super Metroid. Shut your mouth.
The
We're
Metroid hype has peaked.
at peak
since-
Metroid hype. I don't think that's going to end anytime soon. With how well Dread did, you have at least a year window on that one. Right?
Maybe they'll announce Final Fantasy VII for this.
Remake? Nah, they can't even get fucking Kingdom Hearts to work on the damn Switch.
They can't even get Final Fantasy VII Remake to work on the computer
No, they cannot.
Yeah, so
because they're terrible.
your argument is void.
Void, if anything, it's enhanced.
They should just replace all the figures. Keep the same gameplay on it, and replace all the character models with the Final Fantasy VII original world map models.
Yep, that'd be better.
Just fucking
Modders are on that.
play school figures just walking around.
Yeah, the modders are on that. If only Square didn't use a Frankenstein Unreal Engine and everything like that, it'd be a little bit easier to mod, but they're on it.
Well, they got to be unique.
Yes. Although I don't know how much that would like help out with the Switch or anything like that, because like I said, if you looked at Kingdom Hearts with cloud gaming on the freaking Switch, it's a disaster. Like I'm surprised they even made that even playable. I mean, at least on PC, FF7 Remake is playable. It's not game breaking by any means, it's just micro stutters. But Kingdom Hearts on Switch, you've got input lag, no inputs at all. You blink and Sora's dead. Okay, cool.
In a game where it's really hard to die.
I would definitely take the Super Metroid remake, especially if it's made by the same team that made Dread. That would be incredible.
I would love
Super
that.
dope.
And
Super dope.
And really, what I'm obviously excited for, like, cross my fingers every time there's Nintendo Direct. Like, please give me another, like, big title Donkey Kong. Just please. Right? His anniversary gone and past.
My anniversaries are bullshit.
But, maybe it was planned for that, but, pandemic slowed a lot of Japanese things down. Because, they acted like there was a virulent Godzilla on the streets.
Hey.
Easy, Dwayne Johnson.
Easy.
Yeah, it's just
Guy.
the pandemic probably delayed everything by like 6 months for a lot of game companies. So I think we're really going to start seeing things coming out of the woodwork, and maybe today could be the final straw that says, "Hey, we've got games coming out." But,
six months is being generous.
Yeah, I said that about the Game Awards though, so we'll see.
Yeah, 6 months is generous. It's pushed Blizzard back over a year. Things are delayed in ad infinitum.
Well, a lot of things push Blizzard back over a year. Let's be honest here.
Yes, which is something else.
Yes, we've covered that on this podcast.
I got another thing to talk about, but not that specifically.
No.
Yeah. Hey, did everyone? Yeah. So we got our hopes and plans for Nintendo Direct. Did everyone see the King of Fighters video that dropped yesterday? KO15 comes out in what, like 2 days? Something
2 days.
Oh wow.
They I think even SNK put out and said, "Do not put spoilers for King of Fighters 15. We will ban you." I'm just like, for a fighting game? That's unprecedented.
It's a fighting game that's had a story that's been going for 20 years.
Since the days of Rugal.
Something Street Fighter should learn from. They tried a story, it was terrible. Like, you can make the story ridiculous, just make it something cohesive, for the love of God. No, they put out an animation from, the original artists. The artists that have been doing King of Fighters forever, and there's like a lot of Easter eggs in it. The big one I noticed is that the way they animate Terry in the video, and Andy and Mai is direct callbacks to the Final Fantasy movie. I mean, not Final Fantasy, Fatal Fury movies.
Fatal Fury.
Yeah, like they animate Terry directly like he's from Fatal Fury. The intro to Mai is exactly her intro scene from the Fatal Fury movie, where she just does the thing with the fan and everything's bouncing around. And then it pans to Andy because Mai is obsessed with Andy.
And Andy just doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. And Andy's, Andy's the classic anime trope of, oh my god, this girl with big boobs is just so annoying. Like,
yeah, get the hell away from me. I just want to fight.
But she's a total thirst trap for like the entire like nerddom.
Yeah, and Andy's
and there's this guy like, no, you're gross.
As they do in every fighting game now.
SNK is actually pretty good about keeping their females pretty clothed. Mai's whole bit is she's a kunoichi, so like their body is their weapon. A lot of their female characters wear a lot of clothes.
That's good. Look at you,
and it has been, and it has been for a long time. It's very strange compared to most like long-term Japanese franchise,
like Dead or Alive.
Yeah, the most extreme example of that is actually Charlotte from Samurai Showdown, fully armored.
Yeah, I mean, you can go down the list of characters in King of Fighters that are female and fully clothed and have always been fully clothed.
Now, and it's ironic though because Mai actually inspired Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Then they had beach volleyball.
Kula's always been clothed. Chidori.
I'm glad you know the names of these guys because I have no clue.
Well, I've been,
I would think Leona actually has less clothing compared to everybody else, and there's also Angel that they introduced in King of Fighters 14
well,
and wrestling.
Angel's
but she's a wrestler.
Angel's a professional wrestler, so that's her
She's a
callback,
professional wrestler, so there you go.
right? So it's supposed to be that way. And Leona is in combat fatigues, so she's a dressed down, like even like her with less clothes on is like a duty soldier, so it's like a wife beater.
Yeah, she's kind of like Vanessa from Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, right. So if you take like, you just compare SNK's like, I'm a militant weapon that was basically created or trained, Leona, and take it against Capcom's exact thing, which is Cammy. Which one has more clothes on?
Who's just wearing a thong.
Yeah, a leotard that transitions into a thong. And then her win pose is turn around and show you the cheeks.
I mean, Street Fighter did give us Urian in his banana hammock, and also Alex. Not Alex, Gil.
Yeah.
But that was Third Strike. That was many years later.
Yeah, like, what? What's the point of saying that? Here's one for the men. Here you
Capcom
go.
was like, hey, we do it to our males too. Here's Urian and Gil and banana hammocks. I'm like, okay.
Well, the point was behind them was that they were supposed to be their Greek dinosaurs, which the statues and everything, they're always just naked dudes with leaves coloring their junk. So they believe they're too
Let
perfect
me
to
just
be
pull
covered
this
up.
out of here.
Yeah, look, I'm a god. Wallow in my behemoth dick.
Yeah, we're gonna clip that right there.
Yep.
Remember the time Ray said, "Wallow in my behemoth dick"?
He said it a few times on stream, so.
Well, I'm quoting Captain.
I know who you're fucking quoting, you idiot.
Who the hell
Good
is this Goliath
fucking
looking
God.
motherfucker? I'm just going to the uninitiated. Morning, Daisy.
So the animation also kind of just clues you in right away. Like, all right, do you want to know who the canon team is to take through arcade? Here it is, which is interesting because it's damn it, Benimaru, Pillow Boy. I can remember his name.
I don't know the Pillow Boy's name, but then Shunei.
And Shunei. Yep.
Is his name Tofu?
If only. Although
Killer Tofu?
I forgot what his name is. I don't know why. There's so many names, and
Yeah, I know Shunei because he was introduced in KOF 14, but the pillow guy in 15, I was like, okay. He just attached with his pillow and just sleeps all the damn time. That's a cool character.
I think so. Like,
That's
I
all right.
literally, I'm just like,
That's what I want to do right now.
so I'm so tempted to play that guy because I'm like, how demeaning is it that you're like, yeah, this is my badass team, and the guy just comes over and smothers you to fucking pillow. Just your training doesn't help you if you can't breathe.
Yes, I win. Nighty night, motherfucker.
I win. Flawless victory. Cotton Alley.
Sleep in the best of dreams.
I know it's not Mortal Kombat, but my head goes straight to a fatality. It's just more of them just come out and they just do a giant pillow fight.
Well, that's why I said Cotton Alley.
Yeah.
There is no round 2. What happened to round 2? Oh, he's dead.
Whoops. We win. Goodbye.
I feel like that'd be more of a friendship than a fatality, though.
Smothering you with a pillow? Or the pillow fight?
The pillow fights, where everybody just breaks out into a giant pillow fight.
Yeah, that's definitely a friendship. Like,
Friendship. Friendship? Again?
here's the feathers.
We gotcha.
We gotcha.
Also, congrats,
We got you.
Daisy, on the Inevitable song. Go check that out on the Discords and her Twitch channel.
Did it come out?
Yep.
What's it called?
Inevitable.
And I can't snap, and that's also inevitable.
Yeah. Ellie was in
Slow your
here.
roll, Dracula. Jesus, that was an evil laugh.
Ellie was in here yesterday just going like this. I'm like, well, my 5-year-old can snap in rapid succession.
Oops. Yeah, sorry, the middle finger joint never, I guess, developed to make the snap sound.
Well, the middle finger doesn't make the snap. It's the palm. You got one of those.
Or do you just have a flat bone of a hand?
No,
like, what other?
Nope. He
what
loved
other-
Final Fantasy 7 so much, he turned his hands into Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, just holding it like this, it just turned into. There's
Just-
there's no meat here.
It's just magnet fists. Somehow his hands are eternally in balls and they pick up everything.
So I'm literally one of Dr. Robotnik's robots.
Yeah. A Vector Man villain. Though I saw our buddy Ready Player Drix here talking about Blizzard's owned by Microsoft. You know, another big change happened since then.
Yes, Bungie now is owned by Sony.
No one cares about that.
Yeah, nobody.
That's
Oh.
that's like the world's weakest comeback.
Yeah, like who gives a
Oh
shit?
yeah, you got Activision. We got this game company that makes only one game.
But they made
Cool.
your game back in the day.
Yeah,
A game that you
They
never
made-
played.
They made
Ever.
Halo. Well, they don't make Halo anymore, so you didn't take that.
They haven't made Halo for a long time.
A long time. It's like,
I don't care if they. I don't care if they created it. I don't give a fuck. They dropped it to go create something worse.
Well, not only it's the company that created it, but most of the people that worked for that company that created it now work for 343. So you didn't even take the talent that made Halo. You just took the company.
You just took the name.
Took the name.
They're like, yeah, guess what? We're gonna make our own game.
But in
You already made your own
Blizzard
game.
world, they've officially banned boosting communities. That's kind of a big deal.
What?
So, a boosting community. So, boosting communities are people that post on looking for groups, right?
Oh.
That they'll sell boost runs. They'll sell
Oh. Okay.
Mythic Plus runs. They'll sell
Yeah, I've seen
ahead of
those in,
ahead of the
in
curve
chat.
achievements, right? And it's all for gold. Well, that's all fine and well if you have a regular game, but the facts remain that because of WoW token, you could buy gold. So you were
Yep.
selling in-game things from people off of real money. And this is something that's been a horribly kept secret. Like, it was well known. Everyone knew they were doing it, even though it's not supposed to be part of the terms of service. But Blizzard stayed mum on it. Why would they stay mum on it? Because they were making a buttload of fucking cash on it. Because everyone that got boosted, the people that were boosting were people that weren't playing enough to be able to do the thing, so they needed to get boosted. So how do they get the gold to buy the boost? They buy a WoW token. So every time they buy a WoW token, money, 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 money. They were making tons of stuff now, right? And you think that Bobby Kotick's going to stop them from spending money? Hell no. He just said, ignore it. Well, Microsoft comes in, buy them up. 4 weeks later, we've now had the announcement that the Horde and Alliance will be able to play together in raids and dungeons. So that's
Big announcement.
been speculated for years that it would happen, and it never did. And now all of a sudden, the boosting community, which is freaking predatory and was making stupid money, but also not good for the game,
No, it was horrible.
is banned. And you'll probably end up seeing the end of the WoW token. I was
Yeah,
like,
'cause
well,
Microsoft's like, we tried that before. It's called Microsoft Points, and they failed miserably.
yeah, they'll be like, we don't need a WoW token. We're just going to put in Game Pass. Right. And yeah, while Microsoft doesn't, the transaction is not complete. There's so many things that have to go through. They've announced it, so it's pretty much a done deal, but there's a lot of little details that have to happen.
Somebody's got to
and-
sign here.
FTC
They got to fix this. Blah blah blah.
FTC is reviewing it as well.
and
So
things that got to clear and all that stuff for everything. But you're already seeing changes. And why do you think you're seeing changes? Well, let's not forget who is now the president of Blizzard. It's Mike Ybarra. Where did Mike Ybarra work before he went to Blizzard? Xbox Live. So he's already buddies with Phil Spencer. So he already knows that Phil Spencer's coming in. They're probably already talking like, this is shit we gotta change. You might as well just change it now.
Yeah.
Like you divide your player base. No other MMO does that.
But Alliance versus Horde.
But Alliance, your fucking story hasn't been Alliance versus Horde for 15 years. Alright? You've already added a war mode to the game for people who want to do that. Right? So the people who opt out of it, they should be able to just fucking play the game. Like, they clearly don't want to deal with the war part of, Goblins and Gnomes Alliance versus Horde if they're not opting into war mode. So just let them play with the whole community.
I think the only person that does that now is Butters. Butters Stotch. He's like, hey there, fellas. I'm a part of the Horde. Butters, we haven't done Alliance versus Horde in like 15 years. Fuck off.
Butters. So, I mean, it's just another sign of the end of Codex's influence on how it's supposed to be run, where you just take anything that can be monetized. Oh, players want to progress faster if they're
And
not
exploit the shit
playing
out of
enough. Oh, well, let's put this WoW token. They'll buy it.
Somebody will buy it.
Just you exploit it, you ignore it, whatever brings you just a little bit of extra cash, regardless of the health of the game and longevity of it, because you're milking the whales.
You don't want to milk any whales because you got to give way to the Game Pass, which gives us money regardless, and we don't have to hardly do anything. We
Yeah,
just put games
the
on
Game
there,
Pass
just
is
play and
worth
download
like
them.
a bajillion to Microsoft, and it's a huge like bargain for all the players. You buy it's the price of 1.5 games a year, and you get access to dozens, like
Hundreds.
like. To buy all these games and play through them one time individually would cost you hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. Or you can just pay us $13 a month.
Man, here you go.
And here they
Have
all
fun.
are. First party, day of release.
And some third party. We just rotate those in and out.
Yeah.
And you can play them on PC.
Indie games. There's stuff that has cloud saves back and forth between the Xbox and PC. Like,
And something that Google Stadia doesn't do, and Google Stadia won't be doing much anyway, regardless, because Google now considers that a failure, but you can also play the games offline. What a concept.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't know why so many games have to be online still.
Yeah. Well, it's not just online. It's just like with any type of cloud gaming service, they're just like, okay, you're going to be playing this on a server, so you have to send your button input to the server, and then the server has to send that to the actual game, and then the game sends it back to you in terms of what it does. It's just so much computing, and American internet, it's amazing we were talking about this like 10 years ago when the Xbox One launched, and how Xbox One was going to be like, it was going to be always online console, and everyone was like, do you not know how shit internet is in America? It's not really when you're talking about like major cities or anything like that, but then you're talking about like rural, like suburban areas. I mean, even me, I'm in a suburb outside of a major city. I got one choice for internet. One. It's bullshit. And it's capped, by the way.
Yep. Unless you want to pay
So
more.
so that's shit right there. I don't have any fiber optics in my area yet. I don't have no AT&T or Verizon or anything like that. That hasn't arrived yet. I'm on their subscription list to when it's like, oh, it's available in your area. Boom, we're switching. There we go. Boom, bye. But yeah, American internet infrastructure is so shit that it's just not ready for 100% cloud gaming and everything like that. So that's why I like the Game Pass, where it's like, okay, this is a subscription service like a Netflix, but also just like a Netflix, not only can you just watch the movie online and stream it, you can also download it offline. So if you want to watch a movie on an airplane or something like that, go right ahead. You're good to go.
Which is how it should be.
Yeah. It's like, unfortunately, Google Play and everything like that, and it depends on the developer. But, you know, I took many different plane trips in the past year, and that was when the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters were coming out. So I wanted to play those on the planes that I was riding, like, you know, long plane ride to Hawaii. I was like, okay, I'm going to play some FF4 Pixel Remaster. But unfortunately, as soon as you exit out of the game or put it relegated to the background while you're in airplane mode, you can't play it anymore because they have to do an online check every single time you launch the game, and that's stupid. Steam doesn't even do that. They're just like, oh, we noticed you're offline. That's okay. You can play it up to, I think it's like, what, 90 days until they're like, we need to get online and check to make sure you still own this thing. I mean, that's digital rights management. It's a nice compromise, because, I mean, it just says, hey, you got to make sure that you bought the damn game, but at the same time, not all the fucking time that if you're playing a single-player offline game and your internet goes down, you lose access to the game. It's so stupid. So that's what Game Pass is doing right. That's not what Google Stadia was doing right, and unfortunately now Stadia is getting taken out to the woodshed, taken out to pasture. There are people within Google that want Stadia to succeed and still want to, like, you know, let it flourish and grow. But unfortunately, when you get the higher-ups that are actually writing the paychecks, they're just like, nah, this is failing. Let's just kill it like Sony killed the Vita.
Yeah.
And
Milk the cow.
Milk the whale.
Milk the cow.
Whale, milk the cow. Milk
Milk the cow.
Speaking of milk the cow, though, one of the top 3 biggest franchises in the world, Star Wars.
That's milking it.
Right? It's had EA exclusivity for 10 years, started in 2013. So it ends next year. And
Do you think they keep that up?
It started in 2013, and that's like kind of right when you rolled into the whole big corporate publisher just milking the same series title over and over again, right? So I feel like Star Wars games up until like the last this couple of years, super homogenized. There was no creativity behind it, despite like how much you could go with the franchise. You know, obviously prior to 2013, you had all these really creative games. You know, KOTOR, Old Republic, like all that stuff.
Which, speaking of MMOs,
Episode 1 Pod Racer.
It's still going.
Oh yeah, it's still rolling. It's still making money. It's still one of the best single-player online experiences you can have, too. Apparently, like that's BioWare, so it's been.
I just remember getting killed by a bunch of monkeys, and I was like, oh, this game's fun.
Here's some monkeys. So hopefully this means that there's, with the recent changes in even the approach to Star Wars and the recent changes in the way the big publishers have to act because the game industry changed. You know, hopefully that just means an end to the milk the cow scheme for Star Wars. Apparently there's already a game in the works that's not by EA, it's by Ubisoft developer known as Massive. That's a open world Star Wars game.
That would be fun.
Yeah, and
They haven't had those yet.
And the director of the game is the person who directed the first 2 Division games. And
ooh,
the Division games are fun as shit, especially first playthrough. Like, they're kind of overlooked. I think that they're, in terms of like an exploratory game and stuff, they're far vastly better than what Destiny is. I don't know about the continued content aspect of them has always been a little shaky in the end game, but they got better from Division 1 to Division 2, and if it's the same team doing it, and with the amount of material they have to pull from the Star Wars, like they get better again at the end game content and continued service, like that could be a hell of a game.
Ray, is that your static?
Yeah, it's Ray, because he's the one
I have
blinking every time it happens.
Yeah.
I have static.
Really?
Okay.
Are you gonna fix it?
What, am I shocking the microphone?
It's distortion.
It's distortion. It's loud.
Distortion. Okay, hang on.
But the earliest, obviously, we'll see that opening for Star Wars, which could be incredible. Like if you think of Division and the way Division was, it's like you have your agent and all that stuff. Like, so you could easily this could be a pick your class type thing, where you're like, you're a smuggler or a bounty hunter or something or other, and you get a whole fucking cityscape plus exterior. Like maybe it's a massive version of Mos Eisley you're going around.
You'll hear it.
Or you're on Nar Shaddaa, the smuggler's moon. Like the shit they could do with this. Now I hear myself. You could easily like travel to they can add extra content. It's just a loading screen to another planet.
Exactly. And that would be fantastic. I mean, the best Star Wars games that have come out the last 10 years have probably been the Legos.
And maybe they'll learn something from Star Wars Galaxies, where there was no way to start, for the majority of the game, there was no way to start as a Jedi. You had to have a certain amount of accomplishments and become Force sensitive, and then you would get visited by basically a crazy hermit that would start you on the path to become a Jedi, because it was started after the fall of the Jedi. It was the time zone. So if they do that time zone, then you have that avenue, which they need to capitalize on something with the popularity of like the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett and all that stuff that happens right after Return of the Jedi. Like, why would you not capitalize? Yeah, why would you not capitalize on the newfound popularity of the post Return of the Jedi era?
No, I agree with that. Definitely. Static sounds better now, right?
Yes.
It should anyway. It should sound it better anyway. I think what was happening was your microphone, Nags, was picking up the HVAC.
Oh, so you didn't turn the other mic off?
Didn't turn it all the way down, is what it was.
Turn the main
that
down,
was pretty
Skid
much
Row.
Yes, yes. So take advantage of the newfound popularity of Star Wars in the post Return of the Jedi era, especially that is the streaming portion of the Star Wars version. Maybe not so much as the movies themselves, but the actual continuity that they're making with, as you said, the
we had this.
and the Mandalorian.
Tang and I had this discussion the other day. Those movies were fine. Like, why does everybody have to just sit there and say they're bad?
Because they're not exactly what they wanted. Because when you have that long of a time, you have 30 years before you create the next 3 movies. It's like a group workout. There's no such thing as a perfect. There's no way you're going to be able to please everybody. Could they have done a better job? Absolutely. Should they have stuck to one director for all 3 movies? Absolutely. They screwed themselves doing that by not set plan, and the directors kept changing the way it was going. And there it is.
Yeah, but it's the static is back.
Yeah.
Why and how? Who? What? When? Where? Why?
This is our sound guy, everybody. Been our sound guy for 7 years and still fucks it up.
Come together with your hams. Yeah. You guys took me off my roll.
Well, it's not on stream. It's definitely not on stream. I can't hear it at all on stream.
Okay, that's
perfect on stream.
That's good.
Yeah.
We still got Kylo Ren right?
We still got Kylo Ren, right?
Yeah, Kylo Ren. We got, you know,
You still got the
Finn.
Return of Lando. You still
We got all this great stuff that came this third
you
wave.
got you still got
Star
that
Wars.
a whole bunch of Force powers becoming canon because of the third movie. You got the fact that Force Ghost Yoda can fucking lightning shit.
KOTOR's
Like,
canon.
You still got
Dash
creation of the 13th Order, all that stuff. So things that can be expanded upon.
And
Dash
KOTOR's
Rendar is canon.
KOTOR is canon.
Because remember, it's not okay. So the first movies are great. You're never going to live up to the first three movies. It's just reality. None of the movies have lived up to the first three movies because it's hard to live up to some of the greatest movies ever made. But what made Star Wars wasn't the movies. It was everything that surrounded the movies, the world building, the extended universe. The
Comic
prequels.
books, the books, the fucking Christmas special,
Yeah,
The
which is
games.
important if you didn't know. Ray is the first appearance of Boba Fett.
they're the seeds that planted this whole thing that kind of became the masses of the franchise and the games. The fucking prequel movies sucked, but they spawned the Clone Wars and all this crazy stuff that people love now.
And now we're getting a Kenobi series,
And they gave you Ewan McGregor as Kenobi.
which is hopefully based on the book that I listened to, which is amazing.
Oh yeah. I hope he fucking fucks everybody up.
and destroys Commander Cody for freaking betraying him in Order 66. Damn you, Cody!
Oh. He cripples a dude and turns him into a Tusken Raider. Pretty funny.
Yep, it's hilarious.
Yeah. So
Yes,
if you
EA
get a
losing
Division-
their exclusivity.
style game, absolutely. Especially the thing I like about it is that it's third. Division games are all third person, not first person. But they could even do a Far Cry version of Star Wars, and I'd be happy about that too.
If the creators
Now that I
of
think about it,
of
They
Far
have not
Cry
made
made
a
a Star
Star
Wars
Wars
game, that'd be
one.
cool.
Yeah, a Far Cry Star Wars, like Far Cry style. It's not going to be Far Cry. Right?
Yeah.
If you took Far Cry's concept, which is very similar to Division, it's just first person, third person. It doesn't have like loot.
Like if they took after Primal, because Primal's like one of the only Far Cry games I enjoy.
I like Blood Dragon.
Mostly because I can
Yeah.
just cut spears at things.
Drain the Blood Dragon.
Mainly 'cause it
Same
starred Michael
concept.
Biehn.
Yeah. Huh. Michael Beam. So the earliest you'll see it is 2023 because they're already working on it, but they can't officially release it until after the exclusivity deal. So just next year.
Oh yeah,
And I don't think I don't think Disney wants to re-up that exclusivity because they're looking at what EA did with Battlefront 2 and they're just like, didn't you ruin loot boxes for everyone and used our property to do that? Yeah,
Well,
you're no longer exclusive.
Well, it predates, right? The exclusive deal predates Disney owning Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. That too. So there's that factor in, especially what you're thinking, what is happening with Marvel and their video games, where they're like giving everyone's hands in the cookie jar now, instead of just one developer.
Disney doesn't give exclusivity to anyone. They like to control their own shit.
yeah.
Because they want to be able to fire people. Like, no, you didn't.
Oh, you didn't make us money? Goodbye.
It's
Yep.
inevitable.
Snap.
Snap, mofo. Just do the bend and snap. Bend and snap. Thinking of Disney makes cartoons. You guys want to review some cartoons? Let's talk to Nags about reviewing cartoons.
That's right. Oh yeah. So if we're gonna start doing this bi-weekly,
Hmm.
I use that term right.
Yes.
Bi-weekly, yes, absolutely. It means every other two.
Okay. I was
Also means a week that goes both ways.
in my brain. I was thinking monthly, and I was like, "Wait a minute, we're gonna do this bi-weekly." Since we are technically a video game channel and a retro game channel and a video game channel, I think we should start reviewing all of the old Nintendo cartoons and the Sega cartoons.
So Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
You're thinking bare bones. You're thinking the ones everybody knows. I'm thinking
Panic.
Mystical Ninja, Earthworm Jim, the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, which is
Captain N.
Captain N. God, we got the Sonic
Was
Show.
Simon Belmont on that?
Yes.
Yes.
He was very effeminate. Probably not PC anymore. But
Well, they followed the character art, like the concept art.
hey, technically, you could, if you could still use this term, he's Super Metro.
Yeah. You can use the
Flamboyant.
term.
Yep, there you go.
Incredibly flamboyant.
You got the Sonic. You got like 3 different Sonic shows. You got the original Mega Man cartoon. God, who else? I think there was a Dragon Warrior cartoon that only came out in Japan. Yeah. What else? That's all I can think of. That's at least 10 right there.
And you can make a bi-weekly review about that, no doubt. Especially, I mean, that Saturday morning Sonic cartoon, that to me is like the golden chalice of video game cartoons. It was dark yet funny.
Well, I'll get a list together and see what DVDs I have in my house,
The Golden Chalice. You mean the gold standard?
and then I'll give you guys.
Yeah, that's what I was going with.
We'll start with one. If we don't have anything like super crazy to talk about, and then we can just review that episode during the whole thing.
What, pilot episode? Or just pick an episode?
I figure we just go in order, like, because we're gonna need stuff to talk about for doing this 2 times a month. No, I meant I'll give us
The world
I'll give
will
us
keep
a-
giving us stuff too.
Yeah, I just meant I'll give us a list of cartoons, and we can find out which one we want to start on.
You can do a viewer poll too.
Yep. Which one do you want us to watch next? We're probably going to start with Donkey Kong Country or Mystical Ninja.
I mean, it is our clip intro.
And Donkey Kong is our one of our Twitch gifts. So
Yeah, my Run Coach app. You have to set a race date and goal, and you give it a name. So I have a race date set for this 5K. I'm trying to do a sub 25K. I have a race date set in March, and I just named it DK's Jungle Parkway.
Nice. That's amazing.
nice.
Especially as you said that the DK emote just popped up on chat.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I know that. I was saying it timed it right well with what he was talking with the 5K, like right when he dropped the name. At least it happened on my computer monitor.
I have good timing. What
Always
can I
get a
say?
notification. DK's Jungle Parkway is coming to you. That's right. Especially if they announce Mario Kart. I need that Jungle Parkway in my life. They have yet to make a DK's Jungle Parkway or a DK themed track as good as the N64 one.
That one was really good.
That's
Double
iconic.
Dash.
That one's iconic.
The Double Dash one came close because it was a remake of the N64, but that's about it.
That's why.
Can I just low key say that Double Dash is my favorite Mario Kart game?
Double Dash was super fun. I don't know if I'd consider it my favorite one. I think it's the most underappreciated one.
You have the right to an opinion. I'm still going to
Your
stick
opinion,
by
man.
64 all day, every day. It's the best one.
64 is always going to kind of take the cake because it has the battle mode. Like, Block Forward alone gives that game top notch, right?
Yep.
And then all the little shortcuts and everything. Like, the legacy of that game is just stupid. Double dash was.
Somebody was
fun.
saying it the other, like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Why didn't you use the shortcut in Warrior Stadium?" They're like, "There's a shortcut." I was like,
Yeah, right. Bunny hop off the little hill. Bing. But if you don't hit it right, you obviously just.
but I got so good at it, I hit it every time.
And you lose time. You don't lose as much time as missing the rainbow ring.
No, that one's
There I
hard. That
go.
one's really hard though.
There I go.
There he goes.
But,
Bye.
even if you lose like a little bit of time trying it the first time, if you get it the second time, you get you're so far ahead it don't even matter.
Well, I think if you miss it the first time, it puts you too far ahead. You can't try it again.
No, I've done it where I've done it 3 times.
Oh, Rainbow Road?
Oh, not Rainbow Road. I was talking about Warrior Stadium.
Oh, yeah. There's like 5 hills. You can try it again. Rainbow Road, you can't try it again until the next lap.
Yeah, you only get that one shot, pretty much.
Opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
I am having spaghetti on Friday.
Miss Friday spaghetti night?
Mom's spaghetti.
I was like, I don't know how you know already you're having Friday spaghetti.
My meal planned it.
You meal
Planned spaghetti.
You're the meal planner?
Yes. Co-meal planning. Just come to a consensus of what we want to eat that night. Like, okay, Taco Tuesday, maybe. And then...
How much more basic bitch could you be by just saying Taco Tuesday?
Wow.
Everyone's got to be basic bitch on 2-2-2-2-2-2 because that's literally Tuesday. So you got to do Taco Tuesday on that day. That's like,
That's a week and a half away.
Now.
You're not that far ahead in your planning.
I had tacos last night, so I can't say anything.
Right, but
Cilantro, lime rice, some barbecue chicken. We get fancy with tacos.
my dinner was yogurt.
Yogurt, as they call it in England.
Coca-Cola gummies.
He has some Yaramir yogurt.
Oh, I need to go down to the store and get me some yogurt. Don't say that. You're saying it wrong. Let me teach you how we say it here, because we invented English.
Yeah, so I'll get that list together of some stuff, and then we'll just have to figure out a way to watch them all. I'll see Ray every week, so it'll be fine. Like, I can watch it, give it to you, and then give it to him or something. If we use a DVD. There's probably other resources to watch it.
Yeah, you could probably just get it straight off of YouTube. Some of these old video game cartoons, you don't even know if they even have the trademark or rights anymore.
Yeah, most of the old you can find a way to watch them pretty easily.
Did I mention Earthworm Jim?
Yes.
Yes, you did. Yes, that was mentioned.
Okay. Just making sure.
Wait.
Bush. Oh.
So wild cards for Nintendo Direct before we wrap this up for this afternoon.
Wild cards?
Yeah, just come up with something, just the most outlandish thing you can think of for Nintendo Direct and see if it actually comes to fruition. I know Drix had Super Metroid Remake.
Dimension Remake, Metroid Prime 4 gameplay trailer. Shouldn't be out of the blue, but it is going to be, because they...
Zelda, did anybody say Zelda 64?
No.
No, go for it.
Toot. There's my
Toot.
prediction. Give me some toot. I know Majora's Mask is already coming out. What about toot?
Ocarina of Time remake.
An Unreal Engine, yes.
Not
Actually,
not remaster. Remake.
remake. Ground up. Build the game up from the ground up. That is a remake and everything like that.
With a giant ass Hyrule field, new secrets,
Yep.
tweaked dungeons and all that stuff. New boss mechanics, new gameplay. Just same core of the game.
Make it look amazing. We all want it.
So good. No load times between zones. Everything is just completely wide open and go from there. And do your stuff.
Yeah, another Donkey Kong 64 style game. So instead of another side scroller, an actual big AAA third person explorer game, platformer. Like, give DK the Mario treatment that he got in the olden days.
Exactly.
They did, from what I heard, they were supposed to be doubling it down on DK, like leaning into that franchise. So we'll see.
And my wild card is probably they're going to announce FF6 Pixel Remaster. All 6 of them will be on the Switch. That's my wild card.
Anything else Nintendo? American Gladiators Remaster.
Jesus Christ. That is a wild card and a half.
That's a wild card. Next, you're gonna say Blaster. Next, you're gonna say Blaster Master, or the Noid.
No, Marble Madness.
Yep.
Star Tropics 2 remake.
What do we want? One first.
It's at Marble Madness, except it's a toad, and every time it falls off, it's the toad. No.
Gremlins 2, the remaster.
Gremlins 2 is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I would enjoy that.
Super Castlevania remake.
Yep.
In the same style as the Metroid remake. Remade as the actual true Metroidvania.
Yeah, that would be good. Too.
That would be a good one. Absolutely.
Super Mario RPG remake.
Never gonna happen.
I know.
Not because Square Enix is too much in Sony's pocket.
I know. I can keep dreaming.
The old square penis. Like, you think if they could work something out, you think they would have put Gino in Smash.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, we gave you Cloud and Sephiroth. That's all you got.
Here, you can have his costume for your Mii character.
Screw you.
Give me a Mallow. Give me something. So many wonderful characters in that game.
Money on the table.
Well, a lot of things like that are on the table, but they figure what's the most money. And that's
Money.
part of that kind of corporate idea nonsense that dominated that span that we talked about, and Sony still kind of has in its brain. Sony still clings to the world of this is our exclusive franchise and stuff like that. We have discs. Okay. That was a tagline 8 years ago, and it worked. Don't work anymore. And I called that shit wouldn't work anymore. No one gives a shit about discs anymore.
Laughs in all of my discs that I have on PS4 in the drawer in front of me.
I got tons of games. Don't have any discs. I gotta store that shit. Oh no, someone scratched my disc. I guess I can't play the game anymore.
Oh no, someone stopped selling my game. I guess I can't play it anymore. That's Jump Force today. If you haven't bought Jump Force, today's the last day. And then it disappears forever.
No, it doesn't.
And then you got to get a freaking hashtag bring back Jump Force.
And you download a hack.
Yeah, there's always going to be somebody that hacks it, man.
We shall see.
If they hack, there's so many games of Nintendo ROMs that you can't find anymore. Like, every game ever made is probably somewhere. You just got to find it.
Just gotta wait for the emulators to come to pass. PS3 is almost done.
The Penis 3. Yeah.
It takes a lot of coding to get that shit up and running. My hat's off to everybody.
Well, the PS3 was notoriously hard to work on. Like, it was infamous for how unfriendly it was for developers.
It also had Infamous.
1 and 2. Not 3.
Not 3.
No.
That was the penis 4. What's a penis for?
Ba-dum.
Hmm.
All right, cool. So I'll give you guys that list soon. Ray, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. For some more Link's Awakening.
So I can just
Awaken the link.
So I can just bash my head against the wall.
Sausage
There you go.
Link. Has anyone ever thought of just naming their character in a Zelda game Sausage?
Ours is named Ray as fuck. And there's
Who's
been
this?
one. There's been one where he's like, "Yo, Ray as fuck."
Who's that? Oh, Sausage Link. He's Ray as fuck. Ray AF. It just says Ray AF, right?
Yep.
You can't fit Ray as fuck in there.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
It says
Ray
it says Ray F.
It's always nice when you know some of the voice lines that get mixed. Like in Final Fantasy VIII, if you
Name it
you
poop.
can name Sheba something, and then when you go get Ifrit, he yells, "They have blank." So I named Sheba Boobies. Go get Ifrit. He's like, "They have boobies."
Yeah, that's next level RPG. That's next level RPG naming schemes. When you actually know what people are going to say instead of just naming them just random names, just to actually get it to where it's like, okay, here we go.
That's why I always name Vivi Bates.
Yep. Good old Steiner.
Steiner's over there. Master Bates. Master Bates.
What good stuff.
Oh yeah.
You should always name Steiner Nintendo or Commando, right? Because then all the Knights of Pluto are like, Captain Nintendo, Captain Nintendo.
Or just name him N.
Yeah, Captain N, Captain N. Captain Commando.
All right, cool.
Or sometimes you just name your football team Commanders.
Don't get me started.
Well, if we can't be the Redskins, we'll be the people that oppressed them.
Exactly what it is. There's still racist undertones going on, and nobody notices. Assholes. All right, I need to give you a raise.
Hey, Ray, as a Washington fan, are you part of the group that's just like, can we just keep Washington football team?
That would have been better than Commanders, I will say that. The people were actually appropriating that name and actually taking it as their own. But no! They had to go Commanders and rip off the San Antonio Commanders from the Alliance of American Football and even take their damn hashtag, Take Command. Lame.
God. Like,
Awful.
the XFL Washington team had a better name.
DC Defenders, and I was actually getting behind that team until they folded. I was like, God damn it. No, haven't been a fan of that franchise for 10 years. Fuck Danny Boy.
And there were, let's see, Gridley, DC. Yeah, back when Grid was trying to get up the ground, they had a DC franchise. It was the Brawlers.
Yeah. All those names are better than Commanders.
Yeah, there's a long list of names better than, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they reveal the logo?
Just the small, like, it's like a W. It's the same thing as the football team. I guess it's just a temporary placeholder until they actually get a logo developed.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Yeah, so no Redskin logo that you can parody and put the face palming Indian when they are sucking.
The face palming what?
The face palming native.
The face palming what?
I'll send this to you real quick. This is what I got when I looked up
Indigenous person, Ray. Learn the right term, you racist piece of shit.
The face-palming indigenous. Yes, that actually sounds funny.
And Ray's probably already seen this, so who knows? But this is just what came up.
If only there was a world where that was true.
Yes.
If only.
Yes. I could actually get behind that if that was the case.
Right?
Semi behind that.
Or it was a giant snake.
Take a
The Cobra Commanders.
take a line out of the Orioles playbook and just make it cartoony, right?
Yep.
Because I think the more serious you try to be with the commander's name, the worse it's going to be. Because it's stupid.
It is
So
stupid.
if you like act like it's a cool name, it's going to be even worse. If you kind of like poke fun at yourself, I could see people getting behind it.
Yeah, because unfortunately that's what they're doing right now, is being serious about it. No.
We're the Commanders. Yeah, and you don't change your name to the Commander when your team sucks too. Like,
No.
you haven't had a winning season in how long? And we're the Commanders.
Taking back to the days of Gus Farrat hitting his head up against a wall.
Well, they haven't seen the playoffs since what, RG3's rookie season.
Pretty much, yeah. No, they went last year. That was when but they got bounced in like the first round. That was where Taylor Heineke came out of the woodwork.
Oh well, last year's last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last year's COVID year.
That one doesn't really count.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I barely paid attention to it.
Still don't.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize the Super Bowl was this weekend coming up.
It is.
It's great that it's different teams.
And one's actually the home team. Again.
Yeah, funny how that works out, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How is there always a nice story for the Super Bowl?
And a $4,000 nosebleed tickets.
All right,
Sports entertainment.
sports entertainment. Exactly.
Thank you, Vince McMahon.
Exactly.
I said it years ago.
No, sure. I've started being suspicious of it by the time it was like 2010, 2009. I'm like, how does this always work out this way? Oh,
Always.
Hurricane Katrina, Saints go to Super Bowl. Oh, 9/11, Patriots go to Super Bowl. Oh, two brothers in the playoffs, they meet in the Super Bowl. Oh, Jerome Bettis going to retire, hometown where he came from, goes to the Super Bowl. How does this happen all the time? Like, this should be like lightning striking, but it's every year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been really prevalent the last 20.
Because it's the Super Bowl is a money making endeavor.
Yeah.
Like, once they get the playoff teams, they try to nudge it the way they want. Simple as that. And it's so easy to do with bullshit officiating. There's controversial officiating every playoffs. Probably for a reason.
I don't look.
Oh, you can change the flow of a game with one holding call.
Yep.
And there's holding on every play because there's always people holding at the fucking line of scrimmage between the defensive line.
Yeah.
As John Madden would say, you can call holding just about on any play.
It's just... Now we have what? Oh, not only are the Rams at home, but they would have the youngest winning coach of the Super Bowl ever if they win. Pretty
Like
nice
the
story,
young-
huh?
Yeah, and if the Bengals win, they have like the youngest quarterback ever.
Thanks, Macaulay Culkin. Because he
So
looks
it's like, gotta have a storyline.
Young versus young.
And you
Right.
motherfuckers call fucking wrestling fake.
at least they admit they're fake.
Exactly.
Well, legally, NFL admits they're fake. They just don't publicly. The NFL is franchised and as a business is trademarked the same way the WWE is, which means they control their own content. They are not registered as a sports league. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
And I imagine we are just about wrapping up here on Bears and Chairs, as everyone is enjoying this morning. And we shall see you all tomorrow for some Link's Awakening.
What time?
We can go for that one. We can go 5:30.
Perfect. Cool, man.
Perfect.
See you then. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.